Shohei Ohtani has changed baseball forever. He has made baseball history. It has happened. He has joined the 50-50 club. He is the only player in Major League Baseball history to achieve this feat. Wow. This is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the almost 13% of you, the ones that are watching these videos, who have already subscribed. But 86% of you have not hit that subscribe button yet. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any Dodger content. Me and Brad J are bringing you everyday videos. Of course, Shohei Ohtani has made baseball history. He is the first 50-50 player in the history of Major League Baseball. It's absolutely amazing what's happening right now watching this game. The Dodgers, of course, are up 14-3 as we speak, but that's like the least amount. That's not even important right now. What's important right now is Shohei Ohtani going 5 for 5 today, getting 2 stolen bases so far and 2 home runs. The last home run, just a majestic shot, a pitch that was outside but didn't try to pull it. Went with the pitch, put it out. Just an amazing swing, and of course the home run prior to that went into the second deck. I believe both home runs went to the second deck. I just can't believe what I'm seeing right now. I am totally pumped up with this team. The Dodgers, as we know, are the best team in baseball as we speak. Not statistically, but they are the best team on paper, and they are favored to win the World Series. But right now, the story is Shohei Ohtani. Who would have expected him to go 50-50 in his first year with the Dodgers? I don't think anybody did around Major League Baseball. This is a complete shock. Of course, we always knew that Shohei Ohtani was capable of, being a home run hitter and capable of stealing bases. But who would have expected him to have the best season ever when it comes to this? I mean, who would have expected this? Nobody in the baseball world saw this happening. And Shohei Ohtani has shown once again how he is changing the game forever. He's going to be cemented as a Major League Baseball legend, a baseball legend forever, a Dodger legend. He has also broken the home run record today. The single-season Dodger home run record has just been broken. Of course, Shawn Green had 49 home runs, and now Shohei Ohtani has jumped him and gotten 50 home runs. The only downside about all this was that it was broken on the road. It would have been nice to see him break this at Dodger Stadium tomorrow night, but we'll take it in a mostly empty stadium out in Miami, Florida. As we know, the Marlins have horrible, atrocious attendance. But that's unfortunate, but it doesn't matter. Baseball history has been made on a Thursday afternoon. That's what makes baseball so great, because you just never know when history is going to be made. In other sports, it's kind of when it's going to be made, but in baseball, you just never know. There can always be a perfect game, a no-hitter, and in this case, Ohtani going 5 for 5, breaking the basically having the most home runs and most stolen bases in baseball history in a single season. Now it's 50 home runs, 51 stolen bases, getting 2 stolen bases so far. And by the time I finish making this video, he might pick up another stolen base. He might get another home run. But I got to get this out there. Ohtani has gotten to 50. He's done it. He is a 50-50 player. And I think that's what everybody around the world is going to be talking about for the next few hours, how Ohtani has achieved a feat that is absolutely, extraordinary, right? This is an extraordinary feat that you got to, commend him. Even if you're not a Dodger fan, you have to applaud what Shohei Ohtani is doing, because this is absolutely amazing. He makes the game look so easy. Just got one of the best swings I've ever seen. I've been watching baseball quite a long time, and he has one of the best swings ever. And just the wow. I mean, the guy can run the bases like crazy, as we could see. Granted, catchers aren't as good as probably his previous generations. That's why they can't get him. But that, just the home runs, focusing on the home runs. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that no Dodger player has hit 50 home runs in a single season. That's pretty shocking. The Dodgers have had a lot of great players in their storied career, and they've never had a player that's hit 50 home runs in a single season. It's pretty shocking. Shohei Ohtani is the first player now to do that. And that's what makes him, like I talked about a few weeks back on the channel, this could be the best Dodger season ever for a player on the Dodgers. This could be the best single season performance by a Dodger player in Dodgers history. This could potentially be that. And it's crazy to say that because he is a designated hitter. And of course, the Dodgers didn't have a designated hitter for the longest time because that was not permitted in the National League. So for him to actually do this now as a designated hitter, have the best season in Dodger history, you have to commend that. And we are definitely extremely pumped up, Dodgers fans around the world, seeing Ohtani do this. Comment below, what do you think? This is probably, you have to believe this is probably, if you agree with me, this is the best Dodger season ever by a Dodger player in a single season. And, did you think Ohtani was going to do this? I didn't think he was going to get 50-50 going into this year. I did not. I'm totally shocked. Of course, as we saw the season move along, we saw him stealing a lot of bases, and then it started becoming a reality. And wow, yeah, Ohtani has done it on a Thursday afternoon. The Dodgers are 14-3 right now. It's probably going to be a much wider margin by the time I'm done with this video. But yeah, Ohtani is absolutely just amazing. Just wow. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, Ohtani is probably gonna. He's a player that is a game changer for the Dodgers, right? The Dodgers have really struggled, in the playoffs, as we know, outside of the 2020 season when it was a bubble year, and it, of course, was a neutral site playoffs. Outside of that season, it has been a struggle for the Dodgers in the playoffs, and that's what makes Ohtani a game changer, right? This guy is a game changer. This guy could be the player that carries a team with all the injuries that the Dodgers have. As we know, the Dodgers are so shorthanded right now with the pitching, that they have the best offense right now, and Ohtani has a lot to do with that. Ohtani has a lot to do with the success of the Dodgers. Over 100 RBIs, now 50 home runs. So a lot of his effort on the field is the reason why the Dodgers are where they're at right now. I mean, without Ohtani, the question is, are the Dodgers even in first place? You got to think about that. That's why the case for him to be the most valuable player in the National League has to be there. He has to be the most valuable player for the National League in the 2024 season, because without Ohtani, where are the Dodgers this year? With everything that's been going on. Mookie Betts was out for an extended period. Freddie Freeman was out as well. Teoscar Hernández has dealt with injuries. The pitching has been a disaster at times, and the injuries have a lot to do with that. Ohtani has been the one constant, the one consistent player outside of a few slumps here and there. Got to remember, Ohtani was leading the National League in the batting average for quite a while. Of course, that is no longer the case because he has slumped at times when it comes to his average. But he has always found a way to knock in runs and hit home runs and, of course, steal bases, put himself in scoring position again and again and again. And that's what makes him the most valuable player in the entire National League and maybe in the entire baseball. When you combine, of course, they don't give an MVP for both leagues, but Ohtani is probably the most valuable player in baseball right now, just with everything he does. He didn't even pitch this season, which is pretty crazy. So next year, we are going to be, it's going to be wild. Can't wait for the next year. But right now, we're trying to win a World Series, and Ohtani, I think this might be our year, and Ohtani is going to hopefully take us there. And wow, Ohtani has made history. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's go Dodgers.